I am in downtown Limehouse. The sign even says so. This is where I left off the last time on my Bruce Trail Toronto section hike. This is my fourth hike, and the way I'm doing it is not using a car to get to the Bruce Trail. So this morning I left Toronto Union Station using GO Transit, got to Georgetown, rode my bike from Georgetown to here, parked my bike just over there. And I'm continuing to head generally north. The forecast said today was supposed to be sunny with some cloudy periods. I woke up and it's raining. My first time hiking in the rain on the Bruce Trail. A little slippery today. It's not raining hard, but the trail is wet and the rocks are slippery. Here's what I'm looking for. The Todd, Bardes, Meadowland side trail. Well, this is a special place. The Bruce Trail Conservancy is more than just the Bruce Trail. It's also a conservancy, a land conservancy. And what they're doing is, if an opportunity comes up to buy some land, they will sometimes buy it. And they're also restoring the land, bringing it into a natural wild state. So in this case, they stamped down an old hayfield, planted milkweed for the monarch butterflies, cut down a lot of branches and piled them up for habitat for small animals and for birds to take for their nests. And you can really hear the bird song through this section. It's quite remarkable, even on a rainy day. And you can see these bird houses. Look at this mammoth maple tree. Throw your arms around the shaggy trunk of this sugar maple. How many people do you need to make it all the way around? They say it's the oldest tree in this forest, and I can imagine. Oh, the mosquitoes are bad. Private property for hiking only. Well, that's what we're here to do. I'm on my way through the forest to the 6th line. And I know this section has a lot of structures to help you through the water. There's some swamp a little later on. And all this is built and maintained by the Toronto Bruce Trail Club. They just do an amazing job. And look at this. Look at how it's continuing, going around. I love this. Just goes on and on. All volunteer work. I haven't seen anything like this in all the trail sections I've done so far, which includes Niagara, Iroquois, and now Toronto section. It's going over a swampy area. This is why. If this wasn't here, you would be walking up to your ankles in water and mud. Okay, I'm here to the 6th line, and that way is the Cedar Springs Motel where I'm staying tonight. Not too far, but it's a road walk from now on. So I'm going to go back from my bike now, and then I'll just walk my bike to the motel. I'm trying to decide whether to take the road or take the bush, take the trail back. A lot of mosquitoes. I might take the road. Okay, it's important that I walk my bike from here because I'm doing a Toronto section end-to-end, they call it. So from 0 kilometers to 50. And if I complete it, well, when I complete it, I'll be able to apply for an end-to-end badge. These are kind of like Boy Scout badges. That's what it reminds me of. And it gives you a feeling of accomplishment that you can get a badge. They're about $5. And then you send in a log, the dates that you hiked and where you went. I have 3 so far. I joined the Bruce Trail last fall. I did Iroquois, that was my first. I did all that by public transit as well. And then I did Niagara. I did Toronto in the winter, and there's a special winter badge for that. So this one I'm working on now is the regular Toronto section end-to-end. Hello. I'm checking in. Microwave oven. I parked my bike there. Nice big bed. Light table stand. Washroom over there. And here's a big mirror. Television set. And a little table. So that's great, I can eat there. They've given me a room on the ground floor, so that makes it easier for my bicycle. I didn't have to go upstairs. So, beautiful sunny day. No rain after all. Yesterday was supposed to be sunny, today was supposed to be rainy. The motel worked out very well. I had a good sleep. And in the morning, the owner made me coffee. Had a little machine he had in the lobby. So, as I say, you always get a good welcome there. All this is part of the Silver Creek Conservation Area. And the reason why people like coming here so much, first of all, it's a gorgeous place, but also there's parking all around. There was parking just where I came from, and there's loads of parking at Scottsdale Farm itself. The other thing about Silver Creek is that, and Scottsdale Farm area, is there are lots of options for trails, lots of loops. You can kind of choose your distance. There are big loops and smaller loops. Here's what I'm looking for. The Bennett Heritage Trail. This is the Bennett Farm, Stuart and Violet Bennett. They bought the main farm, this core area, in 1938, and then in the 40s they bought properties around and expanded the farm to about, well, more than 500 acres, so more than 200 hectares. And there is arable land here, but this region's not really great for farming. So what he did, he got into breeding shorthorn cattle. He won prizes, first prize for champion bull and things like this. He was very prominent. In the 30s, he was running the tannery in Acton, very close by, and that was the biggest employer in Acton. And then he became vice president of Canada Packers, the meat packing company. They had a penthouse apartment in the annex in Toronto. But this is really where they wanted to be. And you can understand why. This is gorgeous. These buildings, well maintained by the Heritage Trust, but also by Friends of Scottsdale Farm. I thought I'd be able to recreate that publicity still from The Handmaid's Tale, season 4. It was shot here, but the trees are all overgrown. They had shot that still in the wintertime. I'll just have to look at the buildings closer up. Wow, Scottsdale Farm. What a beautiful, peaceful place. What a place to spend the day. Really glad I came. I would like to see inside the buildings, but I guess that's not possible. Looking at them outside is okay. Takes you back to the 1930s, 1940s when they were built. And of course, some of the barns, these barns were built in the 1800s, so a very special place.